$599 for the Pixel 5. Yeah, $599 for the Pixel 5. And let me drop it one more time. £599 UK pounds for the Pixel 5. Man, I just think maybe, just maybe, Google might have just made the perfect Pixel phone that we've been wanting and waiting for. And boy, let me tell you, not only do I like it, but I'm excited for it as well, and I want it. Hi, Ben from Lover of Tech. If you enjoy videos like this, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future videos on the channel. Man, Google seriously means business this year when it comes to their smartphone lineup. And for me, I get the feeling from 2020 when it comes to Google with their smartphone lineup this year that it's all about reading the room, which I'm going to explain a bit more later what I mean by reading the room. Now, the launch night in event stream from Google was actually really good with several products and services announced, but we're going to focus on the two devices that really caught my attention the most, which obviously is the Pixel 5 and the Pixel 4a 5G. Firstly, the Pixel 5, and straight up, like I mentioned at the start, is the price. $599 UK pounds, $699 US dollars is so damn good. Honestly, for that, you're getting, in my personal opinion, a perfect size 6-inch display with a 19.5:9 aspect ratio, full high definition plus AMOLED display with 90Hz refresh rate, Snapdragon 765G, 8GB of LPDDR4X RAM, 128GB of internal storage, 4080 mAh battery with 18-watt fast charging and fast wireless charging at 12 watts with their battery share tech, which is basically their version of reverse wireless charging. But man, one of the things I've wanted that gets me excited more and more, especially being a Pixel 4a user as well, it's not the fact that it comes with water and dust resistance or Gorilla Glass 6 versus 3, but finally, these are the first set of Pixels to have an ultra wide angle lens at the rear, which is actually coming in at 60 megapixels with what is stated at 107-degree wide field of view with that consistent 12.2 megapixel main wide camera that we've come to know and trust on Pixel devices, especially when it comes to still photos. Finally, let me tell you, finally, there's an ultra wide on the main camera at the back. And you guys might be thinking, oh, it's just an ultra wide, no biggie, and maybe a telephoto zoom lens might be more useful. And to that I say both zoom and ultra wide are useful, but Google themselves proved with AI and their advanced computational photography using their super res zoom feature, yeah, you can pretty much almost get away with not having a telephoto lens, but you cannot do the same for an ultra wide when it comes to that focal length. And with how much I've been using the Pixel 4a and how it's made me fall back in love with mobile photography again, you know, with the improvements of things like their video performance and audio when recording, the only thing that kept me wishing and wanting was that extra wide, ultra wide angle field of view. And that's exactly what we needed. And finally, they've answered my request. Like I said before, reading the room. So I'm eager to see the results of the camera performance on the Pixel 5, and boy oh boy, if you know, once I get my hands on it, I'm going to be giving it the good old school Lover of Tech style camera test and comparison, no doubt. Now look, it doesn't stop there because Google really wants to stamp their place on a strong camera experience, not just on new hardware alone, but also the software experience as well. This starts with things like improved HDR, night sight, in portrait mode. Like, how they're able to even add this is something I'm even more eager to test. Portrait light for much better results when it comes to your portrait mode in harsh backlit situations, and the addition of 3 new stabilization modes for video, which are locked, active, and cinematic pan. With all that being said, right, we all know so far that the Pixel 5 is set to be coming out in October the 15th. So definitely from there, we will be able to see the full camera performance and experience of the software and the hardware put together. Now, essentially, what's great is that the Pixel 4a 5G is near enough the same as the Pixel 5 with a few missing parts, but it's almost more like you could have actually called it the Pixel 4a XL in a way, because it comes with a 6.2-inch OLED display at 60Hz versus the 5.8-inch on the normal 4a. The same polycarbonate unibody design instead of the aluminium frame of the Pixel 5. 6GB of RAM instead of 8GB of the 5, a smaller 3885 mAh battery with no wireless charging or battery share tech, but you get the exact same storage at 128 gigabytes, exact same processor, the 765G, and most importantly, the exact same camera hardware with the new ultra wide angle lens. And even added to it, you get a headphone port with it as well at £499 UK, $499 US. That price point is only 150 more than the 4A, which I think for a lot of people, this is a great middle ground if you're looking for what is practically, in some sense, an XL model. Honestly, I'm gonna come back to the main thing. The prices alone are a big one, which is a massive one when it comes to reading the room in 2020. And also understanding the turnaround that 2020 has caused. Google have gone back to hardware fingerprint scanners as the main biometric unlock method, thank goodness. And pretty much at the moment, done away with the Project Solid face unlock. Again, read in the room. They listened and gave us an ultra wide angle camera at the rear because what it's used for. Again, let me come back to it. Read in the room. Now, let me slow down. Let me share some concerns I have so it doesn't seem like I'm overly excited and fanboying over it and not seeing any potential kickbacks with the pixels that have just been announced. Firstly, there is no 256 gigabyte option for the Pixel 5. Like, I get it for the 4A and the 4A 5G not to have it in terms of the storage. And yes, in terms of the positioning of the Pixel 5, in a funny way, it's actually cheaper at £599 UK versus the old launch price of the normal Pixel 2, which was actually $629 back in the day with just 64 gigabytes of storage. So although it's not out and outright priced as a flagship phone, it would still be nice to kind of have more options with the Pixel 5, whether it's more RAM at 12 gigabytes maybe, but definitely 256 gigabytes of storage as an option. And we've got to probably mention it for the spec heads, right? The use of, or the lack thereof, of LPDDR5 RAM, which I would definitely say to that,
it doesn't matter how you feel.
Maybe personally for me as well, if I'm just speaking for myself, not having a true dual SIM option in there is something I really missed when I was using the Pixel 4a as well. So maybe that's something I've just got to mention in that sense. But away from that, man, I can't lie, my initial impressions looking from the outside in with this announcement, the Pixel 5 and the 4a 5G, especially the 5, is calling me, man, and I'm liking what I'm seeing for real. It's got some fight on its hands though, don't get it twisted, with phones like the OnePlus 8T still to drop and land, and also the S20 Fan Edition FE on the scene as well. I honestly think, man, the Pixel 5 has got a lot of competition in its hands, but I think it's well within a shot of actually holding its own and making it happen. And that's it. That's my thoughts on the new Pixel devices. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on it. If you're actually excited or it might be a pass for you, what devices are you using? Are you planning to get or not? That's pretty much it for me. I hope you guys are safe during this time. Again, you enjoy content like this and videos like this, you know exactly what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button so you're part of Team TLS, Tech Lover Squad, so you don't miss any future videos posted on the Lover of Tech channel. I hope you guys are safe during this time. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.